Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys did not, I guess, hear technically. I did an entire intro and I realized I wasn't recording. I'm like, that's embarrassing to start out the first podcast style video, but we'll make it work. But for those who do not know me, my name is CiCi Renae and I am a voice teacher and I teach other instruments as well. And I figured I would start doing, I guess, podcast style reactions, at least right now, because the room that I'm in is not set up to do videos right now. Once I get that set up, then I will start doing regular reaction videos. But this is just kind of to show like what I show my students, because I actually got this idea from one of my students. I actually, when I teach voice, I show examples through celebrities sometimes, and I show tips and tricks that even they might be using to help out my student. And my student just goes, well, you should try doing reaction videos because, you know, you seem to know a lot about stuff that they try to do. So this is my first attempt to do so. And I will get better audio later on. I'm a newbie at this. It's like I've been doing this, I'm working on this for the past 2 hours. So, but that's besides the point. Go ahead and getting into our video for today. I'm actually going to be doing the BTS Tiny Desk home concert, and I'm just going to be doing Dynamite because I know they do Dynamite, Save Me, and I believe Spring Day is our last one. And I'll probably split those up into 3 different videos. And just tidbit of information about me: I love BTS. I'm 100% ARMY at this point. I would love to do reactions to just like the compilation videos later on. That is a goal of mine to do. But for right now, we're just going to analyze some of their performances. So let's go ahead and get into Tiny Desk.
Tonight, so watch me bring the fire, set the night light. JK! Hey! Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of meat, let's rock and roll. King Kong, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking on, jump up to the top, LeBron. Hey! Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice day, and I get my ping pong. Hey! This.
Okay, so right off the bat, Jungkook already has amazing placement in his voice. I always tell my students that you want to, and I'm only 28 seconds in, wow, but you actually want to sing a little bit more nasally per se, which is what he's doing, but it doesn't sound whiny in a sense. And all it does is just you're placing the sound in a different area, so you're not singing in your throat all of the time, and it just takes some of that tension off of it. And I apologize if this does not make any sort of sense at any point.
Yeah, heavy, hey, hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this bitch chain like money. This call of love, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow. Hey, so let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. Yep. Hey. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, it's shining through the city with a little fucking soul.
Okay, just so I don't have to stop every few seconds. I love the way, at least in the beginning, Jungkook will do, he mixes his voice going in that, because I'm in the stars tonight. That little section right there, he mixes that. I wish I could sound a little bit better doing it. It's early in the morning and I sound like I just rolled out of bed, but that's beside the point. And also Jimin's shining through the city with a little funkin' soul. That little, they mix their voices so effortlessly, and that is, I just had to say that. It just sounds so good.
Bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever wanna come along. Hey, roll up, talk, just a move right up the world. Hey, down lines, skies and lines, so we dance the perk of dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball. This is getting heavy, can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this bitch a chain like money. This crowd, I'm alone, I'm into this, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow. Let's go! Cause I'm in the stars tonight.
So what Jungkook just did right here, I'm gonna mute it so it doesn't blast this right here. When he is doing the little tension technique is what I call it. There's a bunch of these that you can do. This is the most popular that you will see a lot of artists do, is that they will ball up their fist to kind of move the tension to their, it's essentially tricking your brain. So when you're singing, you don't want any type of tension in your throat, which is what, like if you sing and like your throat hurts afterward, that means you might have been singing from too much in your throat, and that's what's essentially causing it to hurt or be sore. So when you trick your brain into other ways of sensing tension, like your brain is going to go to that place of it being irritated rather than your throat when you're singing. An example that might make a little bit more sense. I still do voice lessons, but when I was a little bit younger, when I was like first starting out, I had a teacher actually make me do wall sits while I was singing, and I would have to sit. And I remember like I would able to sing whatever it was, whatever note I wasn't able to do, I would be able to sing it pretty effortlessly. And it was because my brain was thinking about the fact that my legs were burning and I did not want to fall to the ground. So obviously you can't do that on stage most of the time. So that is why you see, like in this case, Jungkook is balling up his fist, so all of the tension is going in his arm rather than in his throat if he feels like he can't reach a certain note. Obviously, I don't know because I'm not in their, in their minds or anything like that, but that is a way to relieve some tension while you are singing.
That's the night. Okay. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, hey. Shining through the city with a little focus on. Light me up like dynamite. Whoa.
Okay, I know I just paused for Jungkook, but something else that V just did is actually really good too. V has a lower tone than the rest of the members of BTS, and that he has a lower register. He can sing a lot lower notes than they probably would be able to do. I want to dive more into that also, but from what I've been hearing so far, V has the lowest tone in his voice. So he can hit higher notes, but it might also take a little bit more effort for him to hit higher notes. And when he does that, like that bend down, I think Jungkook does it as well. He's going to do it at one point in the Dynamite video. But when V does that bend down thing, that is another way of possibly getting the note out, as my teacher would tell me. So I have always been told, and I also tell this to my students too, when you're singing, when you try to hit high notes, you want to think low. And you guys can't see me, but I'm like doing the motions and everything behind this microphone. But when you want to sync up, you think down. So in his case, he wanted to go through the shining through the city with a little funkin' soul. So he had to bend down to get it to come out. So whenever you want to sing a higher note, think. When you want to go high, think low. Simplest way to put it.
Life is dynamite. Life is dynamite. Shining through the city with a little pumpkin soul. Light it up like dynamite. Whoa. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. 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 Light it up dynamite. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I'm so ooh. Let me get Jim in a different pause. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to point this out. Just what is the reason behind all of this? And I love Jimin. I do, but Jimin always does the most random stuff during his section in Dynamite. There's one, I think it's one of their dance practices. He goes and like sits in the corner. But yeah, that's all this pause was. Just Jimin singing to the record. That's it.
So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey! Shining through the city with a little fucking soul.
there's that the bend down for Jungkook when he goes that this is ah. That's not gonna sound as good on camera. Ooh. But that's what it was for Jungkook when he goes to that this is ah. He's hitting an E flat. That's actually pretty impressive. But he's also trying to get that out. If I can get a good angle with V dancing down in the camera. But yeah, that is what same thing V was doing. Jungkook is not doing the same thing. I keep giving him the worst pause shots. That's like, I don't know. There we go. So another thing that V actually did at the end here, I'm actually going to mute it so you can play it while I do it. So if you actually watch, he's moving, and then he stops. He completely relaxes his body to basically get the note out. I keep giving him some bad shots. Here we go. So essentially it's the same thing dealing with tension. You want to release as much tension as you can in your body. Like I said, some people do the fist, some people will do like the complete body relaxation. My personal opinion, I would probably do the fist because I feel like, at least when it comes to me, like I get really nervous when I'm performing on stage sometimes, and I know I just can't completely relax myself by any means. I just can't do it. But that is also another way you can do it. But I think that will be it for the video, or the podcast video today. So we'll see if this makes it to YouTube. If it does, then it does. But until then, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, you know what? Leave me your favorite, like, who's your bias in BTS? I'll reveal mine in the next, like, podcast type thing. But just reveal your bias in the comment section. Like, tell me why. Because I'm actually really interested to, like, see how the personalities match up to BTS. So, yeah, tell me your biases in the comment section. And I'll see you guys, I will somewhat see you guys in the next video.